So I feel like I had to drop this impromptu video because, as a lot of you just heard, we lost Scott Hall. He had some complications after hip surgery. He was placed on life support. 63 years old. One of the greatest of all time. A lot of the reasons why a lot of us got into the wrestling business. And I mean, he's one of the reasons why I got into the wrestling business. I mean, I got to work with him for the longest time, circa 2008, 2009. He's one of the guys that helped train me. You know, that's something when you grow up watching somebody, this dude becomes one of your heroes. Next thing you know, you're working side by side with him. And I'm telling you, Scott Hall was one of the coolest dudes on the planet. And this one hits hard. Hits a lot of us hard. Wrestlers and wrestling fans alike. You know, people that got to know him, people that worked with him, people that got to meet him. You know, Scott Hall, back when he was Razor Ramon, he brought to the table a whole new level of coolness that had never been seen before. I mean, when the commentators, when Vince McMahon be on commentating, when he would be on commentary and he would be talking about something, this guy is just oozing machismo. My little dumbass 9-year-old self sitting there like, what's machismo? Is it cheese? What? No, it's a sense of, it's like, you know, the cockiness about him, because he knew he could back it up. And the promos, those promos that he used to cut when he first debuted as Razor Ramon, he was sitting there at the little restaurant gimmick, Razor don't pay for nothing, man, and going in, he told that girl off when he was walking through the streets and terrorizing people. And then, you know, his early days when he was working with Ric Flair, and then when he turned babyface, won the Intercontinental title, went on to have the greatest ladder match in history against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10, which what me and my sister watched live on pay-per-view, and it blew our minds when that happened. I mean, like I said, I got to work with him. I met him, got to work with him. He helped train me. I wouldn't even know how to throw a proper clothesline if it wasn't for that man. You know? I mean, I'm getting a little off track here because I'm still a bit shaken from it, but, you know, first time I ever met him was on the back lot of Disney Hollywood Studios, because WCW had a bungalow right across the street from where my dad had his bungalow. And I would always go over there and, you know, mark out and mess around with him. Scott Hall and Hulk Hogan particularly. And it was funny because fast forward a whole bunch of years later when I'm at the Team Vision Dojo training with him, and he was talking to the whole class and he brought it up, and then I'm like, yeah, that little annoying Mark kid, that was me. And I remember he was like, oh shit. It was hilarious. And then, you know, we got to talking, and I remember him telling me, it was my third ever match. I just lost to a then fresh-faced QT Marshall. I'm in the back, he comes up to me, he said, you did your job, kid, you made him look good, and in turn you made yourself look good. You got over organically, and you didn't need a gimmick to do it. You're a rare breed. I think you're gonna go far in this business. And that meant everything, you know. And then he was telling me, and then afterwards, you know, we were talking, he's going back and forth. He actually told me about the plane ride from hell before the whole thing even went viral. I mean, it was crazy. He told me what he remembered of it, because, you know, he was drugged and he was wheeled off of that plane. So, I mean, yeah, he told me everything that happened up until the part where he blacked out. But it was something. But Scott, whether you're talking about Razor Ramon or whether you're talking about The Outsider, him going to WCW with Kevin Nash, teaming with Hulk Hogan and starting one of the greatest stables in history, Scott Hall was a trailblazer. He was one of the best to ever do it in this business. He inspired a whole generation of wrestlers. There are a lot of guys out there who emulate his style because couldn't nobody do what he did like him. There will never be anybody, there's not going to be another Scott Hall, ever. People will try, but there will never be another one. And I think I can speak on everybody when I say he's going to be missed. Scott Hall was one of a kind. And, you know, his 2014 Hall of Fame ceremony speech when he got inducted went on to be iconic for one simple quote.
Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
R.I.P. to the bad guy. Thank you, Scott Hall.